In the story of India, few tales shine brighter than that of Ashoka. He was two men in one lifetime. First a storm, Ashoka, the fierce conqueror. Then a gentle rain, Ashoka, the compassionate ruler. Ashoka's journey is not just about battles, but about a profound personal transformation. Imagine a lion, once feared, choosing to protect the smallest creatures. That was Ashoka. He went from causing suffering to dedicating his life to ending it. His story teaches us that anyone, no matter how ruthless, can change. Ashoka challenged the old idea that greatness was measured by conquest. He redefined power, not by fear, but by morality and kindness. He wanted to conquer hearts, not just lands. This was revolutionary for a ruler in the ancient world. What could cause such a transformation? The answer lies in a brutal war and the silence that followed. To understand the gentle king, we must first meet the fierce warrior. We must walk through the fire of his early reign to appreciate the peace he later brought. Ashoka's transformation is a turning point in history, not just for India but for the world. His legacy is a reminder. True victory is found not on the battlefield, but in the heart. Let's begin with the storm before the calm. This is the story of Ashoka. Ashoka was born a Mauryan prince, grandson of Chandragupta. Unlike other princes, he was ambitious, skilled, and relentless. He believed power was to be seized, not inherited. Sent to crush rebellions, he earned the name Ashoka, Ashoka the Fierce. He ruled with an iron fist, believing only absolute authority could prevent chaos. When his father died, Ashoka seized the throne, eliminating rivals in a bloody struggle. He became emperor not by love, but by force. For 8 years he expanded the empire with ruthless ambition. Only one kingdom defied him, Kalinga. Ashoka marched to Kalinga, unaware this war would change him forever. The Kalinga War was Ashoka's ultimate test. He invaded with overwhelming force, but the people of Kalinga fought bravely for their freedom. The battle was brutal, fields turned red, and the land was devastated. Over 100,000 Kalinga soldiers died. Countless civilians suffered. The aftermath was even worse: mass deportations, famine, and disease. Kalinga was left in ruins, a silent monument to Ashoka's victory. Ashoka had united India, but as he surveyed the destruction, he felt only emptiness. The silence of the battlefield haunted him. There was no joy in this conquest, only regret. The conqueror had won the land, but lost his peace of mind. This was the moment that would change everything. The war's horror forced Ashoka to confront the true cost of his ambition. The seeds of transformation were sown in the ashes of Kalinga. The storm was about to break. After the battle, Ashoka rode through the ruins of Kalinga. He saw devastation, burned homes, grieving families, and the dead everywhere. The sight broke him. Remorse overwhelmed the once ruthless emperor. For the first time he saw his enemies as people, not obstacles. The mighty Ashoka wept. This was his turning point. Ashoka vowed never to wage war again. He realized true conquest was not of land, but of oneself, overcoming hatred with compassion. Seeking a new path, he turned to Buddhism and its message of non-violence. Ashoka embraced Dharma, not just for himself, but for his entire empire. The fierce storm had passed, the gentle rain began. Ashoka's rule transformed completely. He banned animal sacrifices, promoted vegetarianism, and protected all living beings. He built hospitals for people and animals, dug wells, and planted trees for travelers. His government became an agent of care, not conquest. Ashoka sent missions of peace, spreading Buddhism to Sri Lanka and beyond. He created officials called Dharma Mahamantras to promote welfare and harmony. Ashoka's vision was an empire united by ethics, not fear. He sought to build a society where kindness was the law. To make his message last, Ashoka carved his principles onto stone pillars and rocks across his empire. These Ashokan Edicts were public, simple, and practical, guides for ethical living. Written in local languages, they urged respect, tolerance, and non-violence. Ashoka called his people his children, expressing deep remorse for the Kalinga War. The edicts are some of India's earliest written records revealing Ashoka's transformation. They established Dharma as the state's foundation. By making his laws public, Ashoka bound himself to morality. His edicts became a timeless message of compassion and accountability. The power of the emperor was now subject to the law of ethics. Ashoka's words carved in stone still speak to us today. After nearly 40 years of peace, Ashoka died, and his empire soon declined. For centuries, his story was forgotten, preserved only in Buddhist texts and unreadable pillars. In the 1800s, the Brahmi script was deciphered, and Ashoka's voice returned. Historians were amazed, an ancient ruler who preached non-violence and tolerance. Ashoka's legacy lives on in India's national symbols, the lion capital and the Ashoka chakra. His ideals inspired leaders like Gandhi, proving peace is not weakness, but strength. Ashoka's story is a beacon for enlightened leadership. He showed that a ruler's greatest duty is compassion and justice. His message of peace and tolerance remains relevant today. Ashoka's legacy endures, not in conquest but in the hearts he won. Ashoka's story is one of hope and transformation. It proves no one is defined by their past. Anyone can choose a better path. He learned that true strength lies in compassion, not domination. It takes courage to build peace, not just to wage war. Ashoka's life challenges the idea that power must be ruthless. He showed that a just, kind government is possible and powerful. His reign is proof that a society built on tolerance and non-violence can thrive. Ashoka's journey began with war, but ended with peace. He is remembered for the hearts he won, not the lands he conquered. His greatest victory was over the violence within himself, a lesson for us all.